Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We're so excited to have you again. I want to use this opportunity to thank those who have been watching our videos and those who have been subscribing. Those who have been commenting, we want to say a big thank you to you. Without you, we just can't get better day after day. All right, we're looking at the issue of security network. Most of the regions have decided to get one for themselves, at least to help them cope some of the issues that have been affecting their own state in terms of insecurity. And the one that was most pronounced last year was actually Amotekun. When they came on board, a lot of Nigerians applaud them, considering the fact that they came in to solve some of the key problems of their region in terms of insecurity. Now, when Amotekun came, it was a great one, and they started working very fine. But recently, the tide has even turned against the citizens of those regions. Shockingly, fairly recently, we've heard some of the activities which is quite nefarious to the people of the southwest region. For example, we've heard a case of a policeman being shot by an Amotekun personnel. We've also heard of a student of the University of Ibadan who was killed by the same personnel, by the personnel of Amotekun. And lastly, the one that really kind of awoken the consciousness of the leaders in the southwest was actually in Oyo State. And we heard that a young man, two 20-year-old guys were shot. I think they were killed. The police did not die. He's trying to recuperate and all of that. So from all indication, they've started taking laws into their hands. I could still remember when Wole Soyinka was talking about them early last year, and it was said that he was shocked that the Southwest governors can do such a huge thing. And he said it was like a New Year gift to the people of the region. But shockingly, it's now turning against them, and the governor of Oyo State had made up his mind to deal with some of the issues, and according to him, he said they are currently investigating. And Professor Wole Soyinka has also spoken, and he had made an assumption which we have to look into it seriously, because if based on his years of experience in Nigeria, and years of experience as an elder state person, I feel that his words have a lot of weight, and the danger he's envisaging is one that have to be considered seriously. Yes, I'm saying seriously, because we may have think that we have dealt with SARS, SARS personnel, and they are off the street, but some of these security network personnel may end up even worse than them if time is not taken. And I want you to just go with me. The news is like, kind of two news in one. I'm going to read to you what Oyo State governor had made up his mind to do, and what Wole Soyinka actually said about these security networks. And according to the news here, the news have it that following recent instances of clashes between the personnel of Oyo State Security Network Agency, Amotekun, and member of the public, Governor Seyi Makinde had promised to look into alleged high-handedness of members of the corps. Breaking his silence on the recent activities of Amotekun in the state, Makinde, via his Twitter handle, on Friday said that the corps members found abusing their office will be dealt with accordingly. Makinde's word came on the heels of Wednesday killing of two 20-year-old youths in Taba, Ibaraba North local government area of the state after a clash between the youths and Amotekun corps members. Generally, on insecurity in the state, Makinde assured that the administration prioritized addressing the various security issues rocking the state. He added that his government will not condone any harassment of either member of the public or security agent. Makinde, in his word, wrote, following the recent event in Taba, Ibaraba North local government area, it became imperative that I once again reassure the good people of Oyo State that our administration is doing everything in its power to address security issues in our state. One of the strategies we are using to check insecurity in the state is the recently introduced Western Nigerian Security Network, codenamed Amotekun. I am fully aware of the alleged high-handedness of some members of the COP. We are investigating these issues to address them promptly. The welfare and security of the good people of Oyo State remain our top priority. We will not sit back and watch any harassment or intimidation of members of the public or our security officers. Therefore, I urge the good people of Oyo State to please remain calm and allow members of the COP to perform their legally authorized duties for our own people's sake. Let me assure you that if any COP member are abusing their office, they will be dealt with accordingly. And Wole Soyinka had also sent out a warning, and according to his words, he said the Nobel laureate, Professor Wole Soyinka, has warned that Southwest Security Network Agency, also known as Amotekun, must not become another special anti-robbery squad, SARS, of Nigerian police force. Soyinka made this statement when he was being interviewed. The referred author noted that members of the Amotekun Corps must be trained on the issue of ethics so that they do not become more brutal and ruthless than the defunct SARS. Ondo and Oyo State have launched the security outfit, which was endorsed by 6 Southwest states last year. However, there have been allegations of recklessness and extrajudicial killing against the security outfit, especially in Oyo State. Soyinka said, I have told them anytime you want us to come and assist, we will come, even if it is just on the ethical session, so that as you are training them to defend us, we are also training their mind so that Amotekun does not become another SARS. Very important. We must do everything together. And this is a very important advice that Wole Soyinka is actually given, because one of the things that is most notable when it comes to security personnel, their mind must be dealt with. Some of them that are triggered hungry today, some of the police who have been caught in the act of being triggered hungry, it's not because they just feel like doing it, but to them, they believe they have so much power embedded in them. Since their minds are not trained, anytime they have any form of quarrel or any interaction with people of the state whom they classify as uncivilized, not uncivilized, whom they classify as civilians, they just feel that you don't even have any right. Why should you talk to an armed man, a man who has been protecting the territories of the state? How dare you talk to them? Before you know, they take laws into their hand. Some people are even scared that they may end up being political talks that will be used against some people in 2023. As at this time, I feel it is very, very important, because guess what? It takes nothing for these guys to metamorphose to something horrible, something unthinkable. If at the early stage, they are not being streamlined, they are not being regulated, they are not daily reminded of their function, that it is not actually to work against the people, but to work for the people of the state. The main thing here is for them to combat insecurity and not to fight against the people. And they must be trained in such a way that they will know that, every little thing does not require you shooting. If that is not done, I see the future being very bleak, because we may be thinking that SARS has been done away with, not knowing that we are harboring another worst SARS who may even start threatening our leaders and may take laws into their hand. Most of them are not just operating normally. Some of them have some very, terrible traditional things in their system, whereby, whatever that had to happen, you may even shoot them, you may not catch them and all of that. So imagine those kind of people being formidable, possibly having weapons in their own care. Imagine what they will do. I think it's something that must be dealt with seriously. I'd like to leave it there. Go to our comment section.